Good evening from Lords and welcome to Today at the Test, where we bring you highlights of the first day's play in the second Test match here between England and New Zealand. And within those clips at the top of the programme where we showed some of the legends of the past, we also took you on a walk from the players' dressing room down 2 flights of stairs through the long room and out into the middle. Hallowed cricketing territory indeed, and what a place for England to come when they're 1-0 up in the series. My guest in the studio this evening is Ian Smith, 63 caps for New Zealand, and we'll hear more from Ian on the day's play later. For the moment, we'll take you back to 10:35 this morning when the 2 captains were out in the middle for the toss, a toss that was won by England's captain Nasser Hussain, and on a very good-looking batting pitch, albeit on a cloudy day, he chose to bat first and announce this team. Now, it has one big disappointment in it. You'll see that Alex Tudor is unavailable. He pulled up with a knee problem yesterday afternoon. It wasn't any better this morning, so the hero of Edgbaston will not play. That, however, gives a big chance to Dean Headley, who bowled so very well for England in Australia. He's back in the side along with Alan Mullally, Phil Tufnell and Andrew Caddick as England's seam attack in this game. And the New Zealanders have a change too, because Simon Doull has a knee problem. He's had an operation. He should be available for the next Test match. Not available here. They've replaced him, though, with an opening batsman, Matthew Bell. So they're very strong down that batting list. But they, too, have only 4 specialist bowlers. Well, it was Mark Butcher and Alex Stewart who emerged from the pavilion this morning. A fair bit of pressure on Alex Stewart. People are saying that if he doesn't make runs, he may not keep his place in the side. We'll pick up play with the very first ball of the day. And in the commentary box were Ian Smith and Richie Benno.
And a decent start. A bit of a loosener for Jeff Allett. And off the mark for Mark Butcher. Both these batsmen off the mark now. Stewart with a 2, Mark Butcher previously with a single. I like that. Stewart's nearest and dearest will like it as well, and you can bet your life that Alec thought it was okay.
Well, always a good indication just to see the pace and the bounce in the pitch as the attempted bouncer. Now, the New Zealand bowlers won't be encouraged at the way this one died.
Have to be quick. That's nicely fielded.
Dion Nash is the fielder. He's astray with the throw, but Alex Stewart was a mile short.
Big bye, signal by umpire Mervyn Kitchen. A little bit of swing there, but probably the movement off the seam down the hill had most to do with that play and miss. That's an even better one. Good to say it's a rueful smile, and also from Mark Butcher. Oh, I feel it. Saved 3 runs. They got the single as the ball bounced away from the right hand of the man at gully.
This is when a batsman has to know exactly where his off stump is.
Didn't quite time that, but should be good enough to get 3. That's good cricket. Might easily have said, oh no, that's enough for 2, but keen to get back. puts in a signal of no ball, and Mark Butcher didn't bother to change his stroke. It was on his pads anyway. He's played it beautifully. Lovely stroke.
He's got onto that quickly, you know. I don't reckon that was all that short. Well bowled. Now, a couple have got past the outside edge of Butcher. That's the first that's beaten him on the inside edge, and it was the loosest stroke that he's played, I think, so far. Very big appeal, and having no effect on the karma this morning of umpire Kitchen.
What I've brought up for you here is the different grips of Butcher and Stewart. Have a look at Mark Butcher's grip here. He has the top of the handle sticking out, so his hands are low on the bat handle. Alex Stewart, on the other hand, holds the bat very high on the handle, very loose with his bottom hand as well, a bit of a pencil grip.
Oh, he's edged it, inside edged it. Cairns has struck, and you felt it was badly needed too.
Clever bowling by Chris Cairns. He was going across consistently to Mark Butcher, and this one nipped back, edged straight catch to Adam Perore.
Butcher's gone for 8. It's 35 for 1. Nasser Hussain is the new batsman for England.
Here's Nash. No third man. This will give you an idea of the pace of the outfield. It's just going to make it. They get 4 for that as well. That wasn't as sure a stroke. Just had the feeling he might even have been trying to drag the bat away at the last fraction of a second. Orthodox stroke to an orthodox short pitcher. Played with a nice flat bat away through mid-wicket. .6,000 runs for Alex Stewart in Test matches. He becomes the 9th Englishman to do it. That's a nice stroke. Nasser Hussain has got off the mark in just about the best way possible. Square cuts that has worked well this morning. Played and missed it a couple. And he's going to have to put a third man in at some stage. That was a perfectly authentic stroke. Just angled the bat nicely. Dion Nash won't think so. Another 4, and this time the bowler can be quite justified in feeling aggrieved. Well, he's got it away in the end. I'm not sure it came right off the meat of the bat.
Good shot. Good positive call. And Stewart is doing it all well this morning. And that's 50 as a result. A fine return to form. That's an excellent catch from Stephen Fleming. It's been misery for Nash against Stewart until now. He has his moment and Stewart's on his way. So Stewart goes for an even 50. It's 79 for 2. Oh, a big shout here. That's very, very close indeed. Rudy Kurtzen tells Dion Nash, I'm sorry.
Well, Graham Thorpe looked mighty lucky to get away with that. Just one run was added before lunch. 80 for 2, the lunchtime score. Disappointment for Alex Stewart to go for 50, but he played extremely well. Hussain unbeaten with 9. Thorpe had just a single. New Zealand bowled very well in the second hour of the morning session, and I think we're just starting to threaten the England batsmen. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll see how the second session of play went.
Let's play.
Yeah. On the left.
No third man, and 4 more. There's been, I reckon, 22 runs gone down that area today. Nothing at catchable height, most of it running straight along the ground.
A shake of the head from the New Zealand captain. The England captain is the one to profit here. And it's a shot, he's fully in control of it, hands well above the ball. A great flourish with the bat. He guided it down to that area. He knew it was vacant.
There are 2 boundaries. Now, the first one was not quite a thickish outside edge. That one was an authentic stroke. Widely diverging types of delivery. One well up and the next one pretty short and outside the off stump.
Yeah, the angle of the bat is the key here to the intention. And it was angled up, deliberately scythed almost over the top of backward point. On purpose. Hitting up on the ball, always in control.
With just a little bit of movement in the air and off the seam, a third man might become a necessity. 97 for 2 and 28 gone.
Well, he's got 2 options. I like your one the best, putting some cover down there. Perhaps he could, if he wants to remain attacking, he could shift third slip across to maybe a second gully or even a 5th slip.
He's so strong on that shot. He's given Australian bowlers in recent years some curry with that particular stroke. Beautifully played shot from Graham Thorpe. Never any great amount of effort in it. Oh dear. That has cut back. It's a stifled, more than a shout. It started off to be 11 shouts. Changed their minds.
This is what you call trusting the bounce. And I'm not sure they could do that at Edgbaston. And at the moment, I'm not that sure you could do it here at Lord's either. He got away with it, Nasser Hussain, but he did the wrong thing here. He'll admit to that without doubt. Saved by the bounce.
We're into a phase now where the bowlers are not on top, but they're causing problems. And even more problems. That's well held and it's beautifully bowled. Just a few things happening out there now. Ball moving in the air, off the seam.
Astle is the catcher, and he's got a good pair of hands. They've done well in that area this morning and this afternoon, New Zealand. And Thorpe goes. It's 102 for 3.
He'll go down as buys against Edinburgh. They'll get 4 for it, but for one awful moment, I think Ramprakash's heart would have jumped a bit. And Vittori is the man. The ball went past, I think, onto his correct hand as well. It's out. LBW, the in-swinging Yorker.
Once again, he's decided to play this very late. He knows it's angling in. It has to hit him in line if he's playing a shot. And umpire Rudy Kurtzen said, yes, that was at least in line with off stump and carrying on to hit the rest of them. And now England find themselves 112 for 4. New batsman for England is Aftab Habib.
Clever shot. Hit it very well. It made almost a fire-cracking noise off the bat, and to control it and punch it in front of square like that was remarkable.
Well, it was very unusual. I think Nasser Hussain was shaping initially to pull this delivery. And Chris Cairns, it was short, and in the end, deciding to favour the offside.
That is a beauty. It's not that dissimilar from one of the deliveries of the match at Edgbaston that got Nasser Hussain out. Opens him up, holds its line around about off stump and hurries through.
Tremendous bowling. Seam really straight, banged into the pitch. Good pace and bounce from Chris Cairns. And once again, very close to Nasser Hussain's off stump.
Well, Chris Cairns simply can't believe it. Magic slower ball, did have to have Habib all ends up, so much so that he ended up almost turning his back on it.
That was the delivery that nearly sent Habib back to the pavilion, just missing leg stump. It was Cairns' slower ball, not picked up at all by Aftab Habib.
Race away. Oh, sort of half thick edge and half blade of the bat. It won't matter to Aftab Habib at all. It's 4.
The good thing about this shot from Habib is he didn't try and hit it too hard, making sure it didn't go in the air.
Oh, yeah. What a cracking bit of bowling.
This ball appeared to be swinging away and leaving Habib. It's just pitched straight into fraction. A little bit lazy with the front pad, it has to be said. He didn't really get out to the ball. Habib's gone, bowled Nash, and scores 123 for 5.
Chris Reed, the new batsman, Nottinghamshire's wicket-keeper.
Nasser Hussain's just got to get his mind on the job. He's got to score runs for England.
Well, it's doing plenty. Give the batting side their due. This is not easy against two very combative cricketers who are on song. And often see a pair of bowlers get it absolutely right, and I really think this is what these two have done since lunch. They've bowled such a good length. Oh, dear me, that's a brave leave. That is a brave leave. That's missed by a whisker. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant slower ball. He's bowled Chris Reed neck and crop.
The the key is he's bowling it with the same arm speed. The arms come over really quick. The ball's a bit slower. It's dipped. A look of astonishment on Chris Reed's face. And the New Zealanders cock a hoop out there. It's 125 for 6.
And it's gone past gully at a great rate of knots. And into the fence for 4.
It's a good shot. Bad ball outside off stump.
Well, big shout here. Caddick playing across the line. Moving Kitchen. Good long look.
Pitch right in the middle of the red zone. What do you think, Ian?
Well, I think it's pretty close, was. Good sprawling save by Matthew Horn at point. Saved at least 2.
I think there was, he attempted to bowl in swinger to him, full Yorker in swing, and did swing in the end. Good shot and good stop by the fielder there. Good cricket. This is the beauty about Test cricket. Wide of the crease, into the right-hander. It didn't come as much it should, like it came to Mark Ramprakash.
All help.
Delightful square cover drive from Nasser Hussain here.
Got away with it. It's gone in a space between 2 men set specifically for that error. Won't bother Caddick. Put it down. Very difficult chance. A chance all the same. A good effort all the same.
When we have a look at this one again, you'll see just how much power Andrew Caddick got into this square drive. And what a fantastic effort it was from the gully fielder there.
Wait, yes!
On this occasion, Andrew Caddick picks up 3 with... Oh, gee, that is very close. I think he's got a problem here. He's gone. That's gone. He's out. The red light comes on. That's marvellous work from the New Zealanders. Caddick's gone for 18. It's 150 for 7. Welcome runs. Nicely bowled by Jeff Allett. Again, the virtue of a good length, finding the edge of the bat. It's nicely played. It's always good to see the cricketer in control of the ball off his hip. Hussain just stands up and nudges it into space. It was a great feature stroke of the Australian Greg Chappell, who could hit the ball anywhere from behind square on the leg side to mid-on off his hip, just by standing on his toes, letting the ball come to him and hitting it from underneath him. Nicely done. That was the situation at tea, with Hussain playing extremely well. 156 for 7, though England in trouble despite the captain's excellent effort. There was Dean Headley unbeaten on 4 as well, but it's fair to say that things now did depend very heavily on the captain, Nasser Hussain. We'll pick up play at 160 for 7, and it's still Wasim Akram and Ian Smith commentating.
And over the top. Very clever cricket shot. Too much width. And gone.
That was a bad ball outside off stump. Was there to just sit for a boundary.
Another big shout this time, Chris Cairns, and up she goes. Mervyn Kitchen says, Dean Headley, you are in front. And he's on his way. Cairns has struck again. He's deceived Headley. And England lose wicket number 8.
I think it's a slow ball. Right in front of the wickets. Big out. Good decision by Mervyn Kitchen.
So Headley realises he must go. He has been LBW to Chris Cairns for 4. It's 165 for 8. Catch. Oh, cries of catch it, that is for sure. Didn't quite get back to Chris Cairns. It was the slower ball again, that is for sure. And very nearly deceived Alam Malali as well. Edge and gone. Cairns has 5 wickets for the 6th time in his Test career. Astle has another catch. This delivery was clocked at 86 miles an hour. Orthodox delivery, the footwork wasn't quite there. You wouldn't expect that from a number 10 so much anyway, but the catching was there from Nathan Astle. So Malali goes without scoring, and it's 170 for 9. All 5 lights are on. Oh, that's a good shot. Magnificent pull shot. And with that, he brings up his 50. He's made a few for England, but just how valuable has this one been? And he's done it again. 2 in the over. That plan is not working. And England finds some late momentum. Good shot. Through the covers this time. 2 boundaries behind square, and now 1 through the offside. Some vintage stroke play.
Beautiful shot. No ball!
No ball was the call. There was a touch of something on that. New Zealand is a little disgusted behind the wicket. He has overstepped on many occasions today, Chris Cairns. His figures could have been better.
Well, the roughing up of Phil Tufnell became too much for the umpires in the end, because within minutes of that wicket that fell off a no ball, or would-be wicket that fell off a no ball, the umpires took the players off for bad light. A big disappointment, because there was a full house in here at Lord's today, and a double disappointment really for the New Zealanders, who could have polished off England pretty quickly, I reckon, this evening. That was a splendid performance from Nasser Hussain. He's still there, unbeaten with 59, and credit too to Alex Stewart for that 50 early in the piece. Look at those bowling figures of Chris Cairns. 20.2 overs, 1 maiden, 5 for 75 from him. Dion Nash, 22 overs, 11 maidens. That's 50% of his overs are maiden overs. That's a fine effort. 3 for 49. No wicket for Jeff Allott or for Nathan Astle. And the fall of wickets, a reminder again of that clutch that fell straight after lunch. 4 wickets falling in 44 balls between 2 o'clock and about 20 to 3.